Okay. Whatever, I don't care. Okay. This is just going to be a recap of the past 4.5 seasons of Unicorn Cult. Unicorn Cult consists of me and my 3 friends. Just to sum it up, we all have been playing Minecraft since December last year. So Unicorn Cult was the original world. You know, we just decided one day after Christmas, specifically the day after Christmas, that we were going to start a Minecraft world. We called it Unicorn Cult. We all had matching skins. Don't have mine on right now. But we all had matching skins. Banners that are in here, old server I was in, another old server I was in, Unisanis, Spades, specifically Ace of Spades is my favorite card. Capitalism is a common theme within these 4.5 seasons. 4.5 specifically, we'll get to that. And this is just a dog banner I found online for the movie I love and cherish, Isle of Dogs. This is our mushroom cow Kidney. He's red, so we called him Kidney. He's in my house because Krista tried to kill him. Down through here is my nether portal. Nothing special is on the other side, but through here is my enchantment room and my potion room. Infinite water source down there. I think it's pretty neat. Infinite sugarcane. Sugarcane for days. I was rich. In emeralds, specifically. I had, like, netherite, ancient debris, like, lining my walls. I'm always rich in something, but like, really poor in another. We had a lot of villagers, and I did a lot of trading. So, this book is Saw's journal. I refer to myself as Saw in a lot of these, because of my username. But it's just a journal to recap a lot of things. This was a list of my dog, and a lot of these dogs, up until Jupiter, they were all named after dogs from Isle of Dogs. The rest of them are just alcohol, except for Bones. Bones is pretty cool. I think the end of this, yeah, the end, March 24th, that was my birthday. Hello to the world for the first time again today. I missed the world. Best season by far. It's time to say goodbye. We stopped playing for a while. This book, am I happy? Doesn't matter. This book is a random book. It also doesn't matter. Who's texted me? Oh, nothing, Abby. Down there is my mine. There's nothing special down there. Through here, we have Ghost, my skeleton horse. These are instructions for an old raid farm. Doesn't work anymore. This is a memorial to my horse. He randomly up and disappeared. Who knows where he went. This is my wheat farm. My compass back to home leads straight into the middle of the floor in there. Through here, I have every armor set, leading from redstone to diamond, or not diamond, to netherite in a gradient ghost kit. Out of here. This set specifically, is my anarchy stick. Or not my anarchy stick, I'm looking at the stick. My anarchy set. That's what the red X was for. I was in an old anarchy server. This is where I get the ancient debris in my walls. This is just a whole map of the world. My elytra is about to break, but I guess I'll go fly out and tell you what it's about. I lived in a mountain. But right there is our center tree. It used to be a circle bamboo farm, which is what that circle is right there. But our beacon goes up through the tree. And down below there is our villagers along with the staircase going up there. That was a sheep farm, but someone placed a block to get into the sheep pen. And a wolf got to it and killed it. That was supposed to be a farm, but we never finished it. That's a villager house. That's a villager house. And that is Abby's house with her ton of trees. Down there is the horse stables. Down there is Krista's farm. Let's go fly out to Krista's farm. That's Emma's house, by the way. This is Emma's house. It's a pretty cool house. We watched tutorials for a lot of these, but up there is my capitalism flag, covered in snow. Towards the end of the server, we fought on top of the flag to see who, like, quote, ruled the server. But, you know, I won, obviously, duh. And here we just have some fish. No special fish, but this circle was actually here. We just filled it with water and I detailed it. Right here is Krista's mine. It's gonna say Krista's mine with a heart. But I usually change it to our mine with a heart. She's got an Arctic fox down here. She never made a place for that. There's really nothing down here. I was always tempted to let that fox loose. I never did. This was her house. This chest right here is all of her things. I made this armor for her. I actually made all of the netherite in this server for everyone. But we flipped up every single one of her trapdoors. Harmless, but kind of annoying. So when she got back from her trip, she came back, she started sobbing. And she was pretty mad that we kept going in her house, so, she built this. A large tunnel. But to overcome that, we either placed some blocks to get over it, or went through this very convenient ladder to her second floor, with her very empty house. And, oh look, the staircase that leads downstairs, where I don't have to sit in the death pit. She had a map up here, I have no idea where it went. This is my ender chest. I've got a crossbow, bow, it's a pretty good bow, actually. A lot of flint and steels, and a backup sword. Pointy knife, actually, yeah. This is my, name for it. I have a recovery compass in there. I got a recovery compass for everyone, actually. We planted a tree for every time Krista got mad at us. We replaced the logs on her spruce tree. We like to bully Krista a lot. We replaced logs on her spruce tree with stripped oak. But, yeah, that's her camel in there. Pepsi is the name. But, season 1 was a lot of fun. Oh, over here. We destroyed all of her crops and jumped through her farm. And then I'll get to my dogs, because, yeah. But this was Kidney's house. Krista threatened to kill him, so I moved him to my house, and I said, hey, step foot on my property. Property was a big thing. She didn't want anyone near or around her house. And when I say around, I mean, like, 100 blocks in the sky above her house is still her property, apparently. So you can't, like, fly anywhere. It's like a big red barrier. But over here, I took one last screenshot with my dogs. And I cranked out my FOV, so obviously that'll fit. But they're not in order, but they are in colored order. And I love them. This is Vodka. Vodka died. And this skull Abby built. We never got rid of the chest. Never got rid of the chest. This is Abby's cat, Peanut Butter. There's a village on the other side of this. That's where we got the villagers from. Speaking of the villagers, I will go show you those. It takes a minute to get there. I have no rockets, unless I do. I don't. I have a lot of seeds in there. Guess where they came from. But yeah, under there is that, and there is the community thing. My food's done, my mom's gonna get it for me. We didn't have a lot of villagers, but they did make use. But, that is season 1 with the axolotl tank right there. Oh, that is a penis well, actually, yeah. I'm forgetting a lot of things. It's been a while since I played on the server. I mean, last December. It's not when we ended it. We ended it in, like, February. But this is the penis well. My friend got online and built that. He never played on the server, but he joined once or twice. Had to kick him off. Anyways, we called our secret hideout the chicken coop. because there was a chicken coop. We had to make it for backup. But this was our bunker. Me, Abby, and Emma. We hid out in a bunker just in case Krista like went rogue or whatever. We hid out here when we flipped up her trapdoors just in case she would like try to kill us. If you're all the way down here, you don't see name tags. It's pretty cool. It's already taken 10 minutes to go through one season. Season 2 won't take long. But yeah. That is season 1. At its finest. Take a look at season 2. It says corrupt copy because it got corrupted. Behind me is what was once my property. It's bad. I lived in like a hobbit hole style thing, and what's left of my house is just a farm. Very, very similar design to season 1. Like exact same archways, exact same drop off. It was rough. I tried to copy it to the best of my ability, but I logged off right here, and when I spawned in the next day, I was plummeting to my death. So I logged off as quick as I could. With everything in my inventory, I made a copy of the world, went creative, and found that the world had become corrupted. There was a house there and a house there. Emma's house and Abby's house. This is where the sheep pen used to be. I had no idea. This wasn't corrupted. This was just here. I don't think it was corrupted. But the hole in the ground obviously was not just there. Over here is Emma's armor stand, where her house used to be. Obviously, her animals are all there. All my animals died. They spawned in the void. That's Abby's horse. Her stuff is also over here with her cats. We had a wall around this village. Like a whole wall around the village. And this pond right here was in the shape of a moon. And as you can tell, it's not that way anymore. The terrain got reset, and the only thing that really remains is Krista's house got cut in half. It came out to about right here. A lot of arguments within this one, too. Oh, here. Remains of everything. That's what it looked like. We tore down all the villager houses. We were going to rebuild them. And that's what Krista's house looked like, unfinished. Abby's house, Emma's house, all cut off. That's the only thing that's left. Because if you come out here, it's all gone. So, really not much. This spruce tree we hid out on. One of the spruce, there's 2 spruce trees here, I think. We hid out here, and I watched a YouTube video. It was a funny one. And the guy said, nuke yourself. Like, instead of telling someone to kill themselves, he said, nuke yourself. So I put a sign with a piece of TNT, some redstone, and a lever. Didn't flick it. And a sign with a skull over here that said, nuke yourself, loser. And then an arrow pointing to the skull said, you after nuke. It was the funniest thing ever. She cried. I didn't get it. Season 3, it got cut short. We never really finished it, because when you load in, I have half netherite armor. In the past 2 servers, I've had full netherite armor. And so, nothing really got done with this server. We had a slide. Oh, and in Season 2, we had a fish named Jimothy Go Spinothy. He spun in circles. He was glitched. I think that's what corrupted the world. But this is Krista's crown. I framed it. I tried to fly. I don't have an elytra. But I lived in a cave. Caves are a common theme with me, and I don't actually build a house until Season 4.5. And it is beautiful. We don't plan on ending it anytime soon. But you walk through my ginormous forest for some reason. You come out to a bridge, and it leads down there. To another bridge that leads over there. To Abby's unfinished house. It was going to be amazing. That was our little execution podium. We would just kill them. Right there. I killed Krista right about over here because she went to an ancient city without us, didn't tell us, and then proceeded to just say she went mining with fully maxed out pants and a fully maxed out hoe. With no villagers. Didn't have any villagers. Still don't have any villagers. But, I killed her. And I took the golden helmet that I gifted to her. I named it Crown because she had been proceeding a lot faster than I usually do. Up there, burning penis. Constantly burning through the moonlight. It's beautiful. Beautiful. We put it on Krista's roof. And then we lit her house on fire. I have screenshots of it somewhere. But, yeah. That's really just all Season 3 was. After Krista quit the server after I killed her. And we just kind of didn't really play all that much. We started Social Experiment. Speaking of Social Experiment, I might as well show you that.
Okay, super hot, and I caught it just in time because the cheese was starting to brown.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I was like, what's that smell? Fuck! Hey, get your face away from there. Right now.
Go. Marshmallow, go.
Come on.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome. They're hot, I just put them out.
Okay. Just got food. This is a Social Experiment. It was a realm, but I turned it into an anarchy server. I wrote a book for my girlfriend, who never played on the server. I just wrote a book for her. It's my old cat, Anarchy. And she named my cat, or my old dog, yeah, no, it's a cat. Old cat, Anarchy. She named my cats Butt and Clarence and Cornelius and Francis. Named them all for me. Any orange cat named Jack is her orange cat that passed away, sadly. But this is my house. Remember that flag. Quite important. I killed my friend right here in this very spot. I dropped an anvil onto his head. Come in here and say hi. You know, it's lonely here now, unless you're Krista. Mikos is his last name. Called Meeks. But, that was anything. My experiment, I wrote a book and saw his journal. Common theme. Saw his map. Really isn't a lot for Social Experiment. Well, there is. But it's a lot to get to. Actually, there isn't. Krista used to live this general area with her brother. I burnt down their house. This was Abby's old base with Emma and my girlfriend's sister's house under a cave. There's a lot to show, especially just for my house. The spiral staircase, keep note of that. It's a common theme. But I took Krista's sword, the anvil that I used to kill Mikos, and Krista's journal. And in here was her brother's journal and his shield. He was supposed to come back and get that, but he never did. Because I was going to give it back to him. This is Emma's armor set. I never gave it back. She was supposed to come and get it, and never gave it back. I did not have the room for that many villagers. I would breed them. And eventually I shipped them down here, but I never finished that. And in there, just a lot of fish. And an Iron Golem. Iron Golem just kind of crawled on in there. He was, quite the guy. But Mikos just wanted to kill everyone, and I was like, no, we're not going to kill everyone. So after killing a few people, it was just, goodbye. And he was done. I have a tree farm. Small. But it was the only woods I used. These two, specifically. These ones, not so much. They're just my girlfriend's favorite tree. But, yeah. Social Experiment. You'll hear it get mentioned. Season 4. Season 4 was short. Didn't last any longer than a week. I barely had full diamond. I didn't have full diamond, I don't think. Did I? Find out. I did have full diamond. And the Vex iron trim is only for an achievement. I really liked this house. I lived in a cave. Social Experiment, obviously I didn't. But we all lived in a cave. It was beautiful. This is Saw's lovely tavern. Abby had a house. Krista was gonna live on the mountain across from us. Emma was gonna live down there. And nobody ever finished their houses. Nobody really had the motivation to play. It was just too pretty for us to kind of do anything. So there's really, like, no point. We just kind of gave up. And it wasn't a server, so we started UC 4.5. I love 4.5. It's one of the most amazing worlds I've ever been in. Beautiful. Just a beautiful sight. Just logging in, even standing at my house, is a beautiful sight. Same two banners from Season 1. Up there is the same flag from my house in Social Experiment. Same flag, just made of wool, from Season 1. A tower from an old server I used to be in. And just a beautiful house. Don't mind the banners. I haven't really been able to clear out my chests all that much, but I have 13 diamond blocks. My anniversary is 2/13/24. My wood. Once again, rich in one thing, but never rich in anything else. In this situation, it's kind of evened out, except for lapis, obviously. But ancient debris, I'm not really all rich in. I mean, this. And the only reason I'm not rich in ancient debris is because I have a wonderful, wonderful thing. This is the entire map. It's not finished, but it's the entire map. There's a lot to see in Season 4.5. It's going to take a while. I've got 2 blocks of netherite sitting on my floor. That did not make a dent into my netherite collection. This is my map. And spawn. My map is not named. These are some banners I saw on TikTok. And the very suspicious painting on the wall. If I flick this switch, it looks so cool. These were everyone's trims from Season 1. It goes me, Abby, Emma, Krista, and then me, Abby, Emma, Krista. I have glow trims on. I found that. Season 3, me, Abby, Emma, Krista. You can watch the motivation drain. Everyone has netherite. 3 of us have netherite. 1 of us has netherite. None of us have netherite. And in the back is just a thank you for them playing with me. And you flick the switch and the lights turn on. I have to keep the lights on because the mobs will spawn when it's off peaceful. I'll forget to turn back on. This is my incinerator. I throw anything in here, it's going to drop into there and burn in lava. My house is quite small, kind of. I wouldn't say. This is Anarchy the Cat. I have a tribute to my Anarchy servers. My old Anarchy shield, my Social Experiment set, my Anarchy the Second banner, the Ender Dragon head, my cat, you know, the usual. And Grandpa's belt. I am Grandpa, even though I'm a woman. It's okay. Jack. Jack was in Season 2 as well. I don't know. Or no, Season 3 and Season 2, I believe. This is Saw's Lovely Farms. It's just to get a glimpse. It's a beautiful, well thought out tree farm. I have my auto composter. I have a spot for these, and I have a lot of space for Rambo. We've got oak right here, row of spruce here, row of dark oak there, group of birch there, a row of cherry back there, mangrove. It is just beautiful. And out here is my girlfriend's house. Rise Lovey Home. I think, no, Rise Happy Home. I forgot the name of it. I don't really come back here all that often. But I made her this pretty pond, and she built a pretty house. Yeah, Rise Happy House. Yes, she has a bee. I brought it over here. She put our beds together in our favorite colors. She couldn't figure out how to make it dark gray, so she made it black. I love her. If you come up here, really not much. Just look upon that masterpiece. And you come back here, we have my horse Smokey, her new horse, and Donkey. And Smokey is not got a saddle on him. Never mind. Alright, Donkey. Sorry. I have to show off our beautiful creations. Smokey is not the fastest horse in the world, but he can jump pretty decently. So if you come through here, go back through where my house is. You got my carrot farm. There's a wheat farm here with a pumpkin patch. And some carved pumpkins from Halloween. I'm not in the festive spirit right now. I am, but I just don't feel like decorating. That is the day 400 sign. It's almost day 800 now. We have not taken the day 400 picture, or the day 500 picture, or 600. There's no 500 or 600 sign. This is the Sun Pond with knockoff Jimothy Go Spinathy and a couple other fish. And this is a beautiful, beautiful masterpiece. Here's the farms. Here's the hedges. Here is the terms and conditions. A general event board. Wanted, court dates, contact info. Abby still has to build a church, and I gotta clean up the general area. They're usually booked there, but I just had a speech today. Farmer's house. Dock. Bridge across the river. Bridge across this river. Fisherman's house. Bridge back. Hole there to take all vehicles. Leather worker. Blacksmith. Cleric. Regular. The smoker guy. Stonemason. And our lovely sniffer Pac-Man. And the bees. Next to the bee ank. Abby couldn't figure out how to make a bee. So we used to pay taxes. We don't anymore. We have Abby, Emma, Krista, Rye, of course, because my girlfriend has to be included. And me. Saw is me. Krista. Anti-lock braking system. That's Abs. Abby. And fat ass. It's Emma. Through here, we have the nether portal that I watched a tutorial how to build. The courthouse. No weapons in the courtroom. It's very nice in here. I need to fix the lighting. But these were the talking points for today. Plan for a YouTube channel. That is what this video is for, I guess. The day 200 sign. Another execution table. New and improved. Break that piece of string. Falls right on there. Oh, you ain't gonna die? Drop the trapdoor, you're going to jail. Drop right into a cell. This is Abby's cat statue and the cow statue. Cows are God. And our poor cow. I'll have to fly up there. But this is Abby's house. She has an amazing house. I won't go through it. It'll take a really long time. I'm sure you'll be able to see it. And those are all our horses. This is Emma's house. It's kind of falling apart. It's got some holes and pillars missing. I built this bridge over to this over here, and I also built the pond over here, and I put some axolotls in it. We have a flag on top of the bee-ank. This is my railroad. This is the destination to the villager breeder. I have automatic lights coming through here. It is just amazing. I love this place. This tiny railroad right here just leads the villagers from Minecart, but we don't really need them anymore, do we? We'll leave Smokey here. You follow up this path, and you've got my fox enclosure. This is Crassus. Should have an unnamed fox and Citrus. Yes. Had another red fox named Felix, but I don't know where he went. So you know what? How about that? Come here. Click, click. Well, boom! I got another Arctic fox. Look at that. That's awesome. I don't want to hit them with my riptide. Alright, anyways, that's the fox enclosure. We have a somewhat similar replica to the Season 1 pond. Not very good shape, but it works. And this beautiful masterpiece I've just recently finished is the dog enclosure for all of my dogs. Up there we have Sacco and Vanzetti. Learned about those guys in history. They're anarchists, and I got them in Anarchy the Second. Decided to bring them to this world. There's really a lot of dogs out here, you know. I've got a white dog named Chief laying around here somewhere, and another dog named Steak. There's Chief. Chief, and just a lot of unnamed dogs. You know. There's right there Steak, and then up here is Udis and Honest. But I just think it's a beautiful masterpiece. And on the two sides out here, I'm going to dig out another spot for 2 more dog statues. I just think that'll be pretty awesome. This is the villager sanctuary. It is not a prison. Trust. It is not a prison. This beautiful railroad. It's very, very similar design. A lot more, less cobblestone, more stone. Leads to the gold farm. There's a water elevator from that tunnel right over there that leads all the way up. And then if you don't have an elytra, because some people don't, I guess, at this late in the game, there is a tunnel down there that leads all the way through the mountain and back down to the railroad. But I don't feel like going all the way over there. My food's getting cold. But, yeah. 4.5 is just amazing. I love this season. It is my favorite season by far. I have to go look at God's Grave. I'll leave Smokey here. I use my Riptide to my advantage a lot, but just, I mean, look at that. It's beautiful. Krista was going to put her house up here. Speaking of houses, I gotta show you Krista's after this. She used to live in the well. She wants to make a new house, though. Right here is where the water elevators are. But Abby built these lovely flowers, and we just recently held the death of the boat cow. Boat cow stood in the day 300 sign for his entire life. We took a screenshot with him and everything, and he disappeared. So we buried the boat, not the exact boat. We left the boat where it was. But yeah, so down here on either side, there's one going down, and there's one going up. This is Krista's library. I finished all the books. My 3 books are right here. The Flame is a recent one I made. I Can't Remember is another one I made, and I copied my Anarchy, the second journal. The rest of these are just random books. This is the Villager Trading Hall. A lot more roomy and spacious compared to everything else, but everyone has all the trades we've ever needed. It's just really convenient, actually. That down there is Krista's hall. There's a bed. That's it. That is an empty hall, and up to the 2nd floor is the public enchantment table. That is her dog Togo. Krista was not very happy with this. She didn't want it like this. There used to be a pit right here. You would just drop down from the well, and there'd be 2 water elevators on either side leading back up. And I was like, nah, I don't like that. So I changed it. She's pissed. Another thing is the sewer system. There's 4 entryways. This was just the closest one. It leads in a big circle or big square. It's pretty cool, pretty neat. And the back of this is just penis. But, yeah. I think that's everything. Panda enclosure. It's not everything. You know, playing this world for so long, you forget about what's going on. I'm tired. This big old thing right here is going to be the panda enclosure. Oh, that's the crafting table house. Abby made a ton of crafting tables at the beginning of the server on accident, and now she doesn't know what to do with them. And that is Drake. He's been there since, like, day 1. It's my block palette, and the design I'm going to use from the front, obviously. But, yeah. Put that whole thing around here, and breed up the pandas. It, is really coming along. And the beacon in the middle is made of gold because of the gold farm. It sits right there in the center. Pretty neat, pretty neat. If I fly up to the top of my tower, you get a real good view of the village. Okay, there. Beautiful way to end this off.